Cut to the chase. I got you today, Davis. Hey, today we're talking marketing, right? Because it's always the same when you read an ad. And I know you've got a funny story about one of your rentals. Well, let's start with that, right? Let's get into it.
Well, I had a property that wasn't being rented, so then there was no urgency and no story around it, right? Same old bullet point, same old stuff. And I said, look, just change it to COVID casualty.
The phone started ringing, I'm assuming?
Phone started ringing, right?
Yeah.
People started going. It's the same repetitive dross.
Beautiful house, vendor unmotivated, present all offers.
Must sell.
Oh, mate, like we try.
Seriously for sale?
Oh, look, it is hard though. You got to acknowledge because there is hundreds, thousands of listings out there. And you know, unless you're a creative and you pay big money to come up with new material, which let's face it, you know, sometimes it's not possible, you regurgitate, right? So
yeah,
you can't blame. But there are certain things you can do a little bit different. You've been talking about the Rain's disability 20%.
Yeah, well, recently at the REINZ conference, great conference, they had a lady in a wheelchair talking about mobility and how frustrated they are that 20% of New Zealand's population have mobility issues. So you're running an open home down a right-of-way. Put in your advertising that if you've got a mobility issue, drive up the right-of-way, there'll be a park for you.
Yeah.
Put a little figurine in your money shot to say that it has good access for those people. So it was appealing to the entire market because people with mobility issues, and man, I got sore hips now, mate, climbing those stairs, like you've got to target every one of those groups, right? Because that's our job.
And I bet there is going to be a lot of listing at the moment on Trade Me that actually have got a wheelchair accessible bathroom, but I bet the ad copy doesn't reflect that,
correct.
Right? So feature something that is maybe not for everyone a feature, but if it is a disability accessible toilet or shower, might as well you call it for what it is because 20% of people might be in requirement of that.
Well, it's important, right? So it's not doing the same thing, and those ads, you know.
And me and you talk about it all the time, right? And I put my hands up. I get it wrong sometimes. And you read and we're trying to be different, right? The title, because people scroll through real estate, One Roof, Trade Me, whatever, and they look at the picture, they like it, and the next thing, they read the title.
Yeah.
And if they don't like the title, they might not click on it. So, you know, 1, 2, 3, stop. I sometimes put stuff like that, or honey, stop the car. Try to be different because they're all the same otherwise.
They're all the same.
And
have it, you know, making people smile, you know. Husband under pressure. You know, someone's on notice. There's a change, you know. Anyway, we know this. You got to become that marketing expert and create stories, write stories. Don't give me features over and over again about bathrooms, kitchens, indoor, outdoor flow. Safe and secure.
One of the best titles that you suggested was One Toothbrush. That's cunning. That's cutting. It's cutting. The bank is calling. You know, like, and if it was my house, that's what I would do. And obviously, you gotta, you know, you can't just fluff some BS, right? But you know, trying to be the showstopper so that people go like, "Oh, I'm going to click on that." Are they desperate?
Yes.
And it's really hard to come to the vendor and actually make them realize that a little bit of a vein of desperation is actually going to attract more buyers.
Yeah.
The astute vendors will understand. Some people, you just can't, and that's fine. Go vanilla, because otherwise they're going to be complaining the whole time. But the best ones that we have, I've got one at the moment. Big deck, what was the job? Big deck with bush to match. That is brilliant, isn't it? I sent it to One Roof, they haven't featured it. It's got a big deck and it's got a lot of bush around. But you know, some people, I'm sure there's going to be a Karen out there who's going to complain when they read it in their own mind. But since when we changed that, we're now negotiating an offer. Yeah. So be cunning, be different, and if you
create a market.
Create a market.
Write ads that create a market, that bring the market to you.
Yeah. You see, I'm lucky. I've got beautiful Joy here. She does all the ad copies. And Joy, if you don't mind, there is a website that you use that helps generate ad copy. Let's just share it. What is that?
Copy.ai.
Copy.ai.
It's artificially intelligent copywriting.
Yeah, artificially intelligent copywriting.
Well, that's another good tip.
There you go. Guys, that's the tip of the day. And I wasn't going to share it.
Access artificial dot, what is it?
Artificial.ai?
Copy.ai.
No, copy.ai. And of course, you probably got to tweak it and all of that. But if you can get 50% of the work done and then you just got to adjust it, why not? We are marketers, so let's use technology. That's your free tip for today. You can send me $5 voucher or coffee card if you like.
Good luck on the Melbourne Cup. Always bet on the top weight.
That's right. That's why you should always pick the best agent as well, right? Don't bet on number 2. Thanks for watching. See you next week.
Ciao, ciao.